Hey everyone, let's unbox, build, and take a look at the Forest Tea Party by LEGO Friends. This is set number 42690. Contains 116 pieces, retails for $9.99, and the set was provided by the LEGO Group for review. Thank you, LEGO. And yeah, it looks like we got ourselves a tea party out in the forest. Looks more like something we'd see in fall with a little chipmunk or squirrel and all sorts of stuff. We also got ourselves some named critters. So we got Hopper, Fern, Aliya, and Paisley. So she's in this set. Cool. And here's the top of the box, and the side here looks like we got ourselves some accessories. And here's the back of the box. So it looks like we got all sorts of stuff in here. Yeah, just from first impressions, it just looks more like an accessory set, but looks like we get a lot of stuff here. Well, okay. Well, while we're here, let's unbox it and see what's inside. The favorite part is to see what do we get in here, or if we can get it out of the box. Well, there's nothing at the bottom, so that's good news. And this is for ages 6+, so hopefully don't get the hand things. Wow, 2 unnumbered bags. Looks like we're going to have to sort. Oh no. We got stickers. Ew. Oh, we got a 6x8 plate, though. That's at least something. And a building guide. So it doesn't look like this is going to be a collaborative build by any means, but other than dropping the sticker sheet on the ground that I have to end up picking up here, I wish this did not have this in here at all. Before we begin the build, these videos are not to be considered or construed as professional product reviews, how-tos, or tutorials. The review is going to be at the end of the video, but this right here is just merely from my notes. In addition to that, this video is just for fun. It's not my day job or anything like that. It's just something I do in my spare time. Moreover, the wording and things I say in the video are mine and mine alone. These are LEGO doesn't pay me to say this stuff, except that this is a paid promotional offer. And finally, please do not re-upload my videos to other places. Just don't do that. This will be here for everybody to enjoy. No need to do all that. Don't waste your internet bandwidth or data for that. Well, okay, let's begin. Let's build it. And since it's under 125 pieces, we're going to build it here. But unfortunately, we have unnumbered bags. This may as well just be a 500-piece set. But we're going to see something here. Let's open up that one. Maybe that one there. We got Paisley. Well, let's see if she's in here. Nope. But there's Paisley's head. But they don't have her... I just want to see real quick here. Let me get the camera over here. Yeah, there'll also be a lot of camera movement in my videos, so just please be mindful that these are just amateur film videos. I do not have a staff or a group of individuals that do these for me. So, yeah, you will have to unbox all that. Oh, we get a slug piece in there. Ugh. Who likes slugs anyway? Okay, let's open this one up. Okay, I see her skirt. So you will have to open up both bags at the same time to build Paisley. LEGO, that's really not a good start for that, I'm going to be honest. I don't know why they weren't numbered to begin with. I don't know what the intent is, unless this is supposed to be a group build. But I don't really see how it would be. Does she have accessories? But there's Paisley. And yeah, this essentially here is, this right here is going to be the tour portion of the video. Nice print work for her torso. So when it comes to the end of the video, I won't cover it like I usually do. This is how I'm going to be doing videos eventually in the future. And now we're putting together Aliya. Ooh, I can use those in that color. That's pretty. We even got the plate in that color too. Is that light? I don't know what it is, purple or something? Wait, LEGO, you got so many colors of parts now. Like when I was growing up, we didn't have a whole lot of colors, but now we do. Yeah, and also I do like to go through and reminisce and take a look at parts of interest or POIs, and yeah, my style of videos are not for everyone. I like to kind of just take a look, see what kind of parts we get in a set, and just simply sit back and enjoy it. So she's got a flower in her hair, or no, a tiara. This one's a flame yellowish orange. Okay, there's a little hole where the aliens have sucked our brains out. Oh no, I can't get it in there. Why? Because I got it upside down. That explains it. So she's probably the queen for the day. There we go. Nice print work for her torso. And if you like this style of review, let me know. Where I just review as we go type deal. So she obviously likes horseback riding, sketches, and winning awards. But Paisley doesn't do anything. Wow, that's kind of lame. Okay, now we're going to be moving on to the animal creatures. This is like stuff you'd typically see in the forest. We're obviously going to build our slug. If I can get that on there right. Okay. And then after that, we got Hopper, which is a little frog with a flower on its head. So I didn't know frogs were hair accessories, but friends, they do. So there's Hopper. Not too bad for an animal critter. And then we have Fern. Should have called him Vern, but they called him Fern. It's more like a chickmunk. Some people don't like the Friends animal figures. I do. They're always cool. And then after that, we have a little basket here with some blueberries. We got to dump these in there. Hoping the focus is not misbehaving today. And that pretty much wraps up the accessories for the build. Okay, now we're going to continue on here. Looks like we're building maybe part of the forest floor. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I usually have a minimum of when I put them on this channel as whole builds. At that point, I try to keep them under 30 minutes. These are just meant like just to build real quick to see how the build goes and all that stuff. So like right now, we're just building this, that kind of thing, just to see. And I build sets, even on my second channel, the same way as I do here. These are just meant to just, okay, we got one of those. Build it like if you were to sit at your dining room table or your breakfast bar, or even at a workstation. You can build just like this. And, most people build like this. They just pour the parts somewhere and start building as they go. You could be at your favorite restaurant putting this together, too. Though I wouldn't want sticky hands all over my parts. I'm hoping this one's going to be collaborative, but I honestly doubt it. And if you hear a lot of noise in the background right now, I am processing videos today I am rolling in hot. I'm doing a lot of videos today. I still got to finish up one review. We got the door. I put the hinges on the wrong side. Let me flip that around because I'm going to go OCD if I don't. It's all about detail, folks. There we go. And then they shove the door right here. Not too bad. Okay, so the base is done. Now we got to do the tree. Yeah, I kind of take pauses from here and there because I'm doing a bunch of other things right now. Trying to get videos done for your consumption. I am working on some tutorials right now. I'm kind of late on one that I'm hoping to get done tonight. But I always take advantage when the house is quiet. I try to do as much filament as I can. Now I always like to line up the square sides from the rounded sides. Just looks a little more better. Okay. Now I tell you to stack these on top of one another. I'll stack them like this. Sometimes it's a little easier just doing them separately. Okay, now we got to put this on here. Yeah, Fern sets are always enjoyable to put together. I think it's the colors. You know, city sets are kind of just, do I dare say it, kind of dry. Although the Lego City vehicles this year are pretty good. They're really good, I think. It's just stuff like this, you know, there's a little more detail in Friends. Some people may disagree with me. If you do, that's quite all right. But for me, you know, I always like to just have a little fun here. Well, these would be perfect for fall. Look at this. I always think of October. This is ready for Halloween. Even though if it's summertime right now and it's miserably hot, it's like 100 and something degrees outside where I'm at right now. Hot enough to go out there and cook a TV dinner inside of the solar oven, which one day I should try. That makes a good lampshade. You know, Lego, I don't know what possessed you to do this. You should have divided the build up a bit more, because I need to find another one of these. And I don't see it anywhere in here. In case the leaf pieces are hiding it. Oh, right in front of my face. How silly of me. Alright, I gotta blame somebody for it. And then after that, we stick these on here. Okay. I mean, you could borrow the techniques out of here and make your own creations too. There's always something you could do with friend sets. It's like those two colors work really well. This is like reddish orange, and that's just bright orange. Not dark. Dark orange is more like the brown color. Reddish orange has got a little bit of red into it. Those would be good for fall colors. Mix those in with a bunch of other leaf colors. Boy, those will look really good. And we'll stick these in here like this. They also got them rotated. So they got them like this. Okay. And but no, we're not done yet. We got more leaves to put on here. Get done with this, make a meal, and watch some anime. Yes, I watch that stuff because it's something that's different and makes me happy. What anime? Well, obviously I got done with Death Note for those who haven't been keeping up with everything. Death Note. Maybe I should mention that because this is a family-friendly channel. And then the tree gets plopped in. Let me bring this up a little bit more for you here. Right in here. Okay, so you got a place for something to land on. Not too bad. Okay, well, okay, let's start with the acorn first. So we rotate this around here, and we're going to put this acorn in here. Boy, that's kind of hard to put into with adult hands, huh? Right in there. Well, we obviously know this is not meant for adults. Okay. And we got a lantern here, but it's on the back side of the tree. Well, I'm dropping everything. I mean, it's right here. I mean, I kid you not, folks. It's not hanging from the tree. They just set it way back behind there. They just don't want direct light or something? Or is that to light up the squirrel's house? Maybe that's the squirrel or the... whatever his name is. What was his name? Fern? Where the red fern grows? Anybody ever read that novel? Excuse me, I couldn't hold that one in. My apologies. Where the red fern grows. I only read that one time in school, and that was that. There we go. We're getting somewhere, huh? Looking pretty good. Pretty good. It's keeping my interest, which is really cool. It's keeping my interest. And we're going to make some mushrooms. Oh, they look like table lamps. Matter of fact, I've been working on my lawn. For those who are not on my second channel, I've been trying to get the grass all perked up with the least amount of water, and so far I'm winning. I just had it watered at the wrong time of the day. Well, at night. It's supposed to be an early morning. And we had a power surge or something like that that took out the timer. I had to do a complete reset of it and reschedule the times. So that right there was one thing I had to deal with. More chores, but at least it's not like a catastrophic error where the whole thing had to melt now. No. Yeah, there we go. And we're getting somewhere with this. We are getting somewhere. It looks pretty good. Looks like this could just drop right on in as a flower bed. Not too bad. It's like this could just be placed right into a city without any modifications. Okay, now it looks like we're getting ready to build maybe a picnic table with some greenery at the bottom of the legs. Maybe that's the moss. That's one thing I do miss is camping, though. Used to sit at the picnic table and just relax. There's no camping out here. It's just too hot to go camping. And I'm missing a round piece. Where did that go? Uh-oh, Lego, are we missing pieces? Oh, there it is. What was his name? Croker? Hopper. Hopper is his name. He was hiding the stud part. And then now we got to make some stools, and basically you make them and you got to put the stickers on. It's the only thing that needs stickers. Now, we have stuff like this similar that's printed in Minecraft sets. Why don't we have it printed in here? Or is that asking too much? So I'm just going to stick them on and stick the stickers on there, which is sticker number 1. Of course, that's the only sticker we got to put on there. Not too bad. So I hate putting stickers on round pieces because sometimes they're hard to line up, although I survived through that one. You know, some of you said, well, Jay, if you don't like stickers on your stuff, why do you put them on there? Because it is part of the review process. You know, I won't really know until I put the stickers on to tell you how bad they are. Round pieces, these should have been printed. But for $9.99, yeah, I can forgive it a little bit. It's a little forgivable, but they should have been printed. And that's it for that one. I got to hang on to that because I need that for the when I write up the info. You know, in the description that people don't read, yeah, I usually tell you if it comes with a brick separator. This set did not. I also tell you if it's how many sets of stickers. This one came with one small sheet. That kind of thing. So that's how I usually do it. And that's where I get all the info from, is from stuff that I see in the set. You know what I forgot to do? Put the stools in there. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of just seeing this little tight area here with all the vegetation. Kind of reminds me of this campground we stayed up in Northern California. It was really heavily wooded. We're talking heavy. And you walked out, okay, 9.5 it is. You walked out of your camper and it smelled like you're in the produce aisle of a grocery store. You know, well, that's kind of a pretty color to have. Although our picnic tables weren't that pretty, they were just like brown with names carved in them. You know, people like to carve their names. This one, Lego, you got to bring some Lego pieces where people carve their names in the tabletops. Say that so-and-so, heart so-and-so, 2000 something or whatever. When I was a kid, we used to see stuff that was like dated back from the 60s and 70s. They carved their name in the tabletops. There's only 2 mini dolls. What, do the animal figures get to have a cup of tea too? Don't know. Okay, it looks like we're adding some centerpiece in the middle now with the turntable. I got a bunch of these things. That's so the squirrel can, the chickmunk can just hit it with its tail. Whoever gets voted off the island. Okay, it's for cupcakes. All right. They show them like right. See that notch there? I'm going to put it right there. That's where the book shows it. So we're going to copy the book here. Now, the way you build your set is obviously your way, your correct way. I'm not here to illustrate and tell you how to build a set. Oh, wait a minute. There are different colors. My bad. We'll put this one right here. My bad. I'll put that there. All right, then we'll get that out of the way. I'm missing another purple one. Boy, this doesn't look too bad. You know, if I'm a guy, you know, tea party doesn't sound like a bad idea. You know, especially for you guys out there who are, you have tea parties with your daughters. That's always fun. I had a grandmother that did that. She'd always have tea parties with my sister, and you know, I had to join, which was always cool because you had punch, you had cookies, all the good stuff. So it was like, oh, okay. I don't mind this tea party thing one bit. And then we got the teapot here. I forgot to put that down there. So the leaves can fall in it. No, not the leaves. You know what else would fall in that teapot? I'll leave it up to your imagination, but you could figure it out. No, wait a minute. You know what's in the teapot? Is the bird surprise? No, it's that chickmunk, that squirrel. Boy, I can't even get that in there. How do you... Let me see. Did I put that in the wrong place or what? Oh, okay. Let me take this off here. It goes between these four studs. Now, I can't even get that in there. There we go. It goes like that. Now I got to put that back on there. And no, I will not be editing out the mistakes. So if I make a mistake, you are going to see it. And that's it. We're done. That's it. And if you get stuff like this, you get an extra saucer, a teacup, you can have a guest over if you want. But this is usually what Lego gives us as remaining pieces for this build. Not too bad at all. Okay, now we're going to set this booger up. And I can't show this as I don't know if I have these sets or not. But looks like we're going to be in for a really fun treat in Friends set land this year in Heart Lake City. Let me get this set up for you so you can have a better view than what I'm showing you now. And yes, for those who've never seen me do this before, this is what you'd see on the second channel. Everything's non-scripted. We just have fun. We just have fun with the builds. On here it's usually formal stuff. So basically you just kind of like sit down here. Okay, their legs do tuck under the table. Okay, but if there's an earthquake, yeah, you can, we'll use that for earthquake detection. And I'm taking it that the squirrel, you know, just can sit up here and drink or we'll put him up here on the tree. This is basically setting up and playing around with it. Okay, and for the basket with the blueberries, we're going to put that right there on that stone there. This right now, I'm going to tell you, this could be dropped in a city. It's rounded. This would look good in a park. This is like you pick it up and scoop it up. So I'd say a Lego City Friends theme. This one is ready to go. I mean, who doesn't like a toad on the table? Who doesn't like having a toad on the table? Here we go. We'll put him on there. Jay, you sound like you're having a little too much fun with these. Whoa, we're dropping things. Oh, I gotta have fun with these folks, or it'd be so boring doing these. Well, I don't think he fits on there very well with the teacups in the way. So we got Hopper on there. He hopped on the table. We got, what's his name, Patrick? We'll put him down here too when I put the figures in here. So we'll get him to get the slug there. And of course you have Paisley. Don't slouch, stand up straight. Stand up like you're proud of the set. I mean, it looks really good. I mean, look at that. I'd say we're really in for a good build here. I mean, I enjoyed putting this one together. It was really fun. I didn't feel like I wasted my time or anything, so I'm going to say that it's a good build. Well, a good time as any to start the review with play value, and despite the size of the set, it is playable. You do have a lot of accessories, too many dolls and two or three animal figures, depends on how you look at it. Well, 3 animal figures and just accessories, teacups, teapot, cupcakes, yeah, everything. I'd say this is more as an accessory set, so that's the thing. Sadly, only one person can put this together, but you could use the parts for other creations, or you can even use this set in a Lego City or Friends theme. It's self-contained. We can pick this up and put it in. It doesn't feel like there's a back cut off. This is something I can just drop in my city. Looks like a nice little flower bed. So I'd say that this would be a good little picnic area if you're willing to use it for that. Yes, this would work very well. Build quality, I'm going to say, is average for a Lego Friends set. Sometimes these stools will come off, as you saw there, but nothing else. The tree's built pretty well. I don't feel like this is bare bones, minimum build quality, but it's built just average. Nothing special to say about it. Now, as you could tell, when I was building the set, my build experience was fun. This was not a boring set whatsoever. This is just more of like a quick build that we can put together real fast just to enjoy. And honestly, I had a lot of fun putting this together. It's just the bright colors, it's unique colors. Even some of the building techniques will pull you into the build. So I'm going to give this set a 9.5 out of 10. Now you know where the scores come from is when I build these sets. But if you're looking for a really good accessory set with Paisley and Aliya, there you go, with some of the animal figures and accessories. So this would make a good little tea party set. But I'm pretty pleased with it. It's nice, bright, and colorful. It's a nice little accessory set, but tell me what you think.